Hello my dear friends. Me David Nolan. With a new history topic Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Carter was the 39th President of America and tried to set up an administration which was both skilled and merciful. He won the Nobel Prize for Peace in 2002. This rancher turned government not set in stone to have an effect to the country which was experiencing energy costs, mounting swelling, and proceeding with strains. However, he discovered it monstrously hard to stay aware of the rising assumptions. He made an honest effort to re-establish the confidence of his residents in the public authority. Besides, he additionally attempted to make United States an image of harmony and advance basic freedoms as a focal point of international strategy. Following his term as the president, he remained freely dynamic and was engaged with a few philanthropic endeavors. His post-administration period was amazingly useful. He worked for a magnanimous association, Natural Surroundings for Humanity, and furthermore took an interest in strategic discussions to fashion a concurrence with North Korea. He was additionally associated with settling global debates. For his philanthropic endeavors and for being a voyaging minister of harmony, he was granted the renowned Nobel Peace Prize, which is a declaration to his standing as perhaps the most dynamic ex-presidents throughout the entire existence of the U.S. In early life, Jimmy Carter was brought into the world in Georgia to a nearby open authority. As a kid, he used to work in the fields to earn barely enough to get by for his family. After going to state-funded schools in Plains, Georgia, he learned at the Georgia Institute of Technology prior to being enlisted into the U.S. Maritime Academy in 1943, from where he graduated in 1946. He was hence enrolled in the American Navy. After he was made a lesser official with the Navy, he qualified for directing a diesel-electric submarine and applied for the U.S. Navy's youngster atomic submarine program run by the then-Captain Hyman G. Rickover, who impacted him. Later, he proceeded to examine atomic material science and was chosen as a mechanical designing official on one of the main nuclear submarines. Nonetheless, following the demise of his dad, he was needed to maintain the privately run company and was released from the Navy on October 9, 1953. Thereafter, he got back to Georgia to help his family maintain their business and at last extended the nut business, which settled his funds and in the end made him well off. He began his political profession by filling in as an individual from different neighborhood bodies, sheets, schools, emergency clinics and so forth. From 1961 to 1966, he addressed the 14th locale of Georgia in the State Senate of Georgia. In 1966, he chose not to look for reappointment to the State Senate as he needed to challenge the gubernatorial political decision. He challenged the Georgia gubernatorial political decision in 1966 and lost, however became effective in the appointment of 1970. He turned into the governor of Georgia on January 12, 1971, and held this post until January 14, 1975. In the 1976 presidential elections, he remained against the then-president, Gerald Ford. Carter won the presidential political decision on November 2, 1976 with a limited edge. He filled in as the President of the United States from January 20, 1977 to January 20, 1981. His term saw a few huge choices including the Panama Canal deals, Treaty of Peace among Egypt and Israel, SALT II settlement with the Soviet Union, and the foundation of political relations with China. He quit office subsequent to losing to Ronald Reagan, following which he resigned to Plains in Georgia. Other than being a significant figure in Habitat for Humanity, he was engaged with strategic undertakings to fashion non-aggression treaty with North Korea. Works, Palestine, Peace Not Apartheid, distributed in 2006, is his narrative on the discussions between Menahem Begin of Israel and Anwar Sadat of Egypt that prompted the Israel-Egypt peace treaty. The book was recorded as a New York Times hit. Beyond the White House, Waging Peace, Fighting Disease, Building Hope, distributed in 2007, is his diary on his post-administration term, which became quite possibly the most read books that very year and sold more than a great many duplicates in the primary 7-day stretch of its delivery. Achievements: he was the pleased beneficiary of Nobel Peace Prize in 2002. Numerous praises have been offered on him including L.D. From New York Law School and University of Pennsylvania, he was likewise made the Honorary Fellow of Royal College of Surgeons in Ireland and Honorary Fellow of Mansfield College, Oxford, 2007. Life and legacy: he wedded Eleanor Rosalind Smith in 1946 and they have 4 youngsters, 3 children and 1 girl. He was the main U.S. president to be brought into the world in an emergency clinic. This American president filled in as the Christian Sunday teacher for the duration of his life. This conspicuous American legislator was knowledgeable in Spanish and composed his own addresses while visiting focal and South American nations. This American president drove the blacklist of the 1980 Moscow Olympics after the attack of Afghanistan by the Soviet Union.